everybody. So this winter, it's been so cold and snowy, and we've definitely been hanging around home a little bit more. So in this video, I just want to show you two products that have been making it a little bit more fun to hang around home and watch the wildlife. So I'm going to show you our trail camera that we've been using, and then also our smart bird feeder. So these have just been lots of fun in the cold, snowy winter months to just keep an eye on the wildlife and the birds in the backyard. Snow is pretty much melting here, but you can see just lots of traffic from little animals here. You can see we've got some rabbits that live in the backyard, and you can see their droppings there as they squeeze through the fence. And then just all kinds of different footprints. So when the snow is here, you really can see what is out here moving about in the yard. So this is the little wildlife camera that we've been using. So we had a previous model of a different brand, and it took batteries, and I found that in the cold months, on those colder days, I was having to change the battery sometimes every 2-3 days. And as you know, batteries can get quite expensive. So that wasn't working good for us. So we decided that we'd get a different kind of trail camera. And this one is really great because it has a rechargeable battery inside. But I've had this out since November and I haven't had to charge it once because it has a little solar panel here. So this is just the solar panel. It comes with some mounting instructions if you want to mount this on a tree or a post. I've just been kind of lazy about it. I just prop it in the direction of the sun on my deck railing here, and it seems to work. So this just has a strap on it, so you can put this, at one point in time I had it on my fence facing the front of my yard. Now I have it here in the backyard. And as you can see, I have it pretty low to the ground because what's been happening is the animals, for whatever reason, this is kind of a high traffic area and they go by here. So this new trail camera we're using has some different settings that I absolutely love. You can set the time of day that you want this to come on. So I don't keep this on during the day. Generally, we don't see much during the daytime. It's at the nighttime around here in the suburbs that we really see a lot of wildlife. So I have this come on about 8 o'clock at night and it stays on till about 6 in the morning, and it's worked really, really well. Just coming on at the nighttime and seeing what wildlife is out there and everything. It's interesting. It'll show you the time of day and then it'll show you the temperature. And okay, so I want to show you this. So we're now in the settings tab. So this is what I absolutely love. It's just going to wake up the camera for a second, start the Wi-Fi hotspot. But what I love is being able to control the time of day that this camera runs. Like I said, with our old camera, you can choose the different interval detections, how far in between the camera is going to go off. I have it on high sensitivity. You control the level of motion detection. You can control the work time. So you can see mine's only coming on in the nighttime. So that way I'm not capturing regular day-to-day activity in the yard. But it's got a lot of really nice settings within this app. And it's been working really well for us. Like I said, we've had this since November and the solar panel has been effective and I've never had to charge it again except for the first time initially. Now I want to show you our smart bird feeder. We're using the Nest Flix by Nature Anywhere. Smart bird feeder. So it has a solar panel This also has a rechargeable battery on the camera, so you can recharge the battery. You're only going to have to charge it once to set it up, and then what we found is that the solar panel should be able to provide enough battery life and energy and things where you're not going to have to keep recharging this. So it has this little tray that comes out so you can wash this and clean this, and then it just goes in here like that. And what I've been doing is I've been doing a mixture of the dark oil sunflower seeds. The birds really seem to like those. And then I've also been putting some peanuts out, just unsalted shelled peanuts, because the blue jays really like these. Put some of that in there. Mix it up. So with this, it has a little antenna, and really the only thing you have to be mindful of with this smart bird feeder is, do you have a post or a tray that you can secure this on? Comes with mounting hardware if you want to mount it on a post or a tree or something permanently. And then if you don't want to do the mounting, it has this strap. So I've been putting this whole thing on our shepherd's hook kind of, and then using the strap and resting it on one of the bird feeders, and that's been pretty secure. For me, if I don't have this on a shepherd's hook with a squirrel baffle, the squirrels will get to this. But it does have some fun features. If you put this on a tray and you see a squirrel getting into it, you can actually signal an alarm or talk to it, and you can kind of scare the squirrel away. So I'd be curious to try that. Haven't tried that yet. But so far, in just having this up, we had this up for just a couple of days, we have had so much wildlife come to this, and it's really funny to see the different footage. I'm gonna show you that, but some of the coolest shots are when the birds are flying away, to see what they look like in flight. So this is pretty neat. It has an app, and same thing, you can control this. So I've been turning this off at night because, you know, we really don't get any bird activity in the nighttime, and that's going to help the solar panel conserve batteries. So same thing, you can control different settings, turn it on, turn it off. You can have an alert you when birds appear, so you can watch live at the camera. But a pretty cool app. As far as the app works very, very well. There's a lot of different settings you can choose between, like what hours you want it to come on, if you want it to take pictures, how many seconds of like video you want it to take, all different customizable things. There is a paid subscription for the app. I'm just not going to do that. That's something that doesn't interest me. So I'm saving the footage to the SD card, and then it also comes with free 3-day cloud storage, so that's perfectly sufficient for me. I haven't actually pulled the SD card because I've been able to just go on the cloud storage and download the different footage and clips like that. But if you're going to be away for a long period of time, the 3-day cloud storage might not be acceptable to you, but you can also use the SD card. I have read some negative reviews about the actual like app. There's like a paid app that's supposed to identify the birds, and people say it identifies things wrong from time to time and stuff like that. I like to just see the footage, be alerted when a bird's out there, and look at it myself and identify it. So now let's talk about the smart bird feeder. This uses an app called Vico Home. And same thing with this kind of app, it's very similar. I find that this app is a little bit smoother than the trail camera app. So you can kind of see your Wi-Fi setting, your battery level, and then if you click on this, it's going to connect you to the bird feeder. Okay, so this is a live view of the feeder, so you can obviously watch live. Like I said, you can keep the sound off and on. There's an alarm if a squirrel gets there and you want to do that. There's also a setting called Magic Pick, which gets you like a more high resolution, but they said it can drain your battery faster. I haven't played around with that yet. You can actually speak to the feeder. So if you've got a pesky squirrel bothering your feeder, you can, you know, hey, get off the feeder. You can be that crazy person. And then when you go into the library, you can see all your different clips here that you've recorded. And like I said, for free, the cloud storage is 3 days. And then of course, I also have an SD card in here. So even when things disappear from the cloud, I will have them saved. All right, guys, well, I hope you like seeing what the wildlife camera and then the smart bird feeder is like. I'm gonna have some affiliate links in the description if you're interested in using what we're using. Be sure to let me know in the comments, have you ever used a trail camera before? Have you ever used one of these smart bird feeders? What do you think of them? My husband, my kids, and I, we've had a really great time just kind of seeing what's out here just in your basic suburban backyard. It's kind of amazing what, in terms of animal life and bird life, that can just be found in your basic backyard. So I hope everybody's staying warm, and see you guys later.